You know, Karen, I remember when we started the Community Foundation, you were sort of one of my first phone calls, and I think you and I went to lunch certainly before I started, maybe before I accepted the job. Because I didn't know anything about community foundations, but I had this nagging suspicion United Ways might not be too enthusiastic about it. And we've seen neighboring United Ways and community foundations, neighboring to us, not get along very well for very long periods of time. Famously, United Way sued the community foundation in Rochester, New York, to try to keep it from getting started. We didn't have it.
Yeah.
But what was your reaction when the powers that be said we're going to start a community foundation?
Well, it's kind of a funny story because United Way, our United Way, was holding a meeting, I remember at Arrow International, with the number of players that were active in the Wyomissing Foundation to talk about beginning to offer donor advised funds. At that very meeting, the people who we were invited had come from a meeting at the Wyomissing Foundation, and they decided...
there were only 20 people who ran the whole town.
That's right. And they had decided to establish a community foundation. And they came in all excited with the idea that they were going to establish a community foundation primarily to deal with donor advised funds, which was why we were asking them to come to talk to us about us doing it. My first reaction was, what? And my second reaction was, hey, this is a train United Way needs to be on. You know, we need to be on this train. We don't want to get run over by it. We want to be part of it. And so I offered to help. And as you recall, I sat on the steering committee that helped establish the Community Foundation, even before you were hired as a manager. And then when the organization was established, the Community Foundation, you lived with us at United Way for, what was it, 3 years? Did you tell me?
3 years. I mean, you guys were, I mean, I have to say, United Way generally, and you particularly, were really great in those early years. You know, helping us get started.